good, brothers and sisters? Back again. My wife to my side, like always.
Hi.
It's been a little minute we ain't been on here. Had things we got to attend to, the house, children, all that good stuff. But so we want to address, man, Isaiah 4.
Oh, yes.
And we want to talk about who's that man in Isaiah 4 and
Who's
1,
that man?
which nobody want to talk about.
Nobody.
They just keep saying this chapter is about sisters better get in line because 7 women is going to have their husband. I had to laugh. It's our 7 women going to have their husband, so they need to get in line. That's what it says. Okay. It's plenty of scriptures that talk about husbands and wives, but if they go to Isaiah 4 to try to say that's going to be 7 women clinging to a married man. I haven't read that.
I know.
And you're a bond man, talk about you gonna take away reproach. We're gonna get into y'all brothers are sick, man. Seriously. Yeah. And some of y'all is teaching this purposely lying, and some of y'all is just on the bandwagon just following people and not even reading for yourself, and you just following what they teaching, and then you repeating the lies they teaching.
And you didn't rightly divide the word of truth.
Nope.
Because we're getting ready to break down the word of truth in the spirit of prophecy.
Right.
Because we got to find out who this man is, because Isaiah is talking about some man.
Yeah, he is.
And we getting ready to find out who this man is.
Oh, yeah.
So that no one can come in and interject lies.
Right.
The fruit of lies, and you gobble it down.
Right.
No, it's not going to happen. We're not going to play games with nobody.
Nope.
We're getting ready to look at the word, open up our understanding, our minds, and our ear to hear what the Spirit is saying.
That's right.
So let's listen. Y'all come on. Come hang out with us.
Right. Now, the only time I heard somebody going in here saying it's talking about being married is heathen commentaries, and I'm about to read something I stumbled across last night.
Yeah, let's check this out.
This is Isaiah 4:1. It's called the NLT
version,
the New Living Translation version. It says, "In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, 'Let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids.'" So did y'all read this translation to get this? Because when we read out the KJV, it don't say nothing about marriage.
Yeah, and 7 women having a cat fight.
Right.
Over some man that's perverted.
It don't say that.
Yeah.
No, right. Come on now. And here go another one. Good News Translation. Isaiah 4:1. "When that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, 'We can feed and clothe ourselves, but please let us say, you are our husband, so that we won't have to endure the shame of being unmarried.'" And it sounds just like what y'all teaching. So did y'all get this from this translation and from the heathen's commentary? Because Isaiah 4:1 is not saying nothing about women that trying to marry a man because they want to be unmarried. And then y'all telling brothers, well, y'all don't want multiple wives, but in that day, sisters better, they're going to have to do it. Nah, it's not talking about that.
And what did it say? Because it said the shame of being unmarried. When was being a virgin a shame?
Right.
When? In the eyesight of who? A heathen?
Right.
In the eyesight of the Lord, where did the Most High say when you're a virgin, that's a shame?
It never said that in the scriptures.
Jacob shall not be ashamed, a world not confounded. So in this translation, it's saying, what did that garbage say again?
This garbage says, I'm just going to verse that. It says, "But please let us say you are our husband, so that we won't have to endure the shame of being unmarried."
See that? Endure the shame of being unmarried.
That's crazy.
That is not Hebrew Israelites' law, statutes, and commandments to feel ashamed because you're a virgin.
Nope. Because how we do it, you supposed to stay a virgin until you find a husband.
That's right.
And there's no shame in that. The shame is when you all here sleeping around and you ain't married. That's the shame.
That's
not
right.
waiting on the husband. Come on, y'all twisted.
I know.
You got it twisted out here.
Desperate to couple the lie with the truth.
Right.
Just desperate. So we got to actually walk this out in righteousness.
Yeah.
Because so many people have used Isaiah 4:1 in error. Did not rightly divide it.
Nope. They ain't take the time to try to even read it to see what it's talking about either. Just heard what everybody else was saying and said, "Oh, that's what it means." And then you repeating it and you repeating lies. Now we're going to start off with this verse. 1 Corinthians 2:9-15. It says, "But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him.
That's right.
So you see what's going on for right here, right? Verse 10. But the Most High have revealed them unto us by his Spirit.
How did he reveal it?
By his Spirit.
His Spirit. No, his flesh.
His Spirit.
His Spirit. And those who worship him must worship him in spirit
and in truth. That's right. It says the Spirit searcheth all things.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, the deep things of the Most High.
That's right.
Are y'all doing it, or y'all got that carnal mind where y'all just in your own flesh? Y'all ain't searching the things of the Most High, talking crazy like that. 11. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him?
That's right.
Even so, the things of God knoweth no man, but the Spirit of God.
The Spirit of God. That's right. He knows.
Verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world.
No, we have not.
But the Spirit which is of the Most High.
That's right.
That we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High.
That's right. That's who's giving it to us freely.
Right. 13.
And it's of the Most High Spirit.
Right. We don't got the spirit of the world. The spirit of the world is wickedness, lies, deceitfulness, and all that stuff. 13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth.
Nope. Like the two translations that he just read.
Right.
Man's teaching garbage. But how?
But which the Holy Spirit teacheth.
That's right.
Comparing spiritual things with spiritual things.
With spiritual things. That's how we do our comparison.
Right. That's why we go into it to say, hold up, what is this really talking about?
Yes. Not taking the thought of a carnal mind and try to couple it with the Spirit of the Lord's scriptures.
Right. Because remember when Mashiach was out here teaching, they was too carnal minded to understand what he was talking about. They would say, oh, can a man go back in his mother's womb? And all that. They didn't even know what he was saying.
I know.
They was too carnal. They didn't see spiritual with spiritual.
They couldn't. Even when he said, eat my flesh, drink my blood.
Right.
What? Is he talking about being a cannibal?
Right. Come on now. Verse 15. But he... No, my bad. Verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
No, it does not.
So if you're natural, you ain't going to receive that.
No, not that natural mind.
For they are foolishness unto him.
You see that? It's foolishness to that.
How could that be that? That don't make no sense.
That don't make no type of sense.
Right, that's what y'all talking about. Because, let me read again. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
No, it doesn't.
For they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them.
Why?
Because they are spiritually discerned.
How are they discerned?
Spiritually discerned.
Taking the enemy's commentaries.
They are spiritually discerned.
That's how.
Let's see. That's it on that one.
Yeah. They're spiritually discerned.
We're going to stop it right there. Spiritually discerned.
Yeah. So you've got to understand that natural mind can't receive the things of the Spirit. It's foolishness to you. So there's certain things in the prophets that your heart, your mind ain't open to. Your ear is closed.
Yeah, it's closed.
You cannot even understand what's being said.
Right. Because
it's spiritually discerned.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Isaiah 4 got to get retaught, because the carnal mind couldn't receive what was spiritually discerned. We getting ready to dive into this.
Yeah, we about to get it right now.
Oh, yes,
that's real carnal to think that, seriously. Now, Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, which day is that?
Yeah, what day is that?
7 women shall take hold of one man.
That's right, one man. 7 women's going to take hold of one man.
Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
That's right.
Only let us be called by thy name.
By whose name?
By thy name.
By thy name.
To take away our reproach. So, which one of you bondmen can take away reproach?
Yeah, your name.
By your name. By calling on your bondman name to take away reproach.
By Hashem, in the name. By Hashem, in the name. Which one?
Right.
Which name can do that?
Right.
I need to know. Tell me which name can take away reproach. Can anybody tell us that?
Right.
Since you're going to jump out there and say that's your what? Your celebration day to have 7 women?
Right.
Which name can take away reproach?
And the definition of reproach, it says shame.
Shame.
Infamy. Disgrace. And then if you go into the synonyms, it says blemish, spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one of y'all brothers can do that?
Yeah,
take that away.
Spot.
Come on, man.
Who got the power?
See, y'all don't even go into the word reproach, and y'all just say, "Oh, look, see, it says 7 women take hold of one man." Now now we're gonna go into scriptures about reproach.
But yeah, you clowning Ishmael for his 10 virgins, right?
Right.
So I guess you guys are gonna top him. So now we get ready to get into this.
Yep. Now we're gonna go to Ezekiel 5.
All right. Yeah,
Ezekiel
we have to
5.
look at this.
Yeah, we
We
got
got to compare spiritual with spiritual because a carnal teaching went out.
Yeah, it did.
And you have people out there with a perverted, wishful thinking.
Yeah,
and having other brothers out there saying they're going to get 7 women.
Right. And got silly women laden with iniquity.
Laden
like I
with
said, because y'all sisters need to read for yourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, because the scripture tell you that your conversation, you can win your husband over. So don't be don't be fooled and think you can't speak the Most High word and win your husband over, because that's a lie. These brothers trying to put a spirit on you like they the only ones that can talk and speak. And I know all the scriptures they go to.
Yes.
Man, I already know that I've been through that years and years ago. The Most High prepared me for this. But anyway, the message is the Most High gave you the word too, and make sure you're not being deceived by nobody.
That's right.
Let every man be a lie. I don't care if your husband, whoever, your father, mother, let every man be a lie and the Most High the truth. That's what we stand on.
That's right. And we follow behind righteousness.
We follow behind
So don't let no
man.
brothers out there say, hey, you falling behind your woman.
Right.
No,
That's
get
fun
behind
talk.
Christ. Get behind Mashiach, Satan. You're the tail. He's the head. We follow behind righteousness. The Lord is our righteousness over here.
Right.
Get it right.
And we already heard all that. That stuff is that stuff is weak. That's the weak talk, man.
Yeah, we got our full armor on, so
Right,
we quenched that.
That's weak.
Yeah, we got the breastplate of righteousness on, so quenched.
Yes, indeed. So we're going to go to Ezekiel 5, 14 and 15. Verse 14 says, moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach.
And a what?
Reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. Verse 15, so it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it.
That's who said that.
So the Most High said he's going to be the one that put that reproach.
That's who did that. Gave Jacob over to reproaches.
Yeah. And we're going to get one more for that. We're going to get another witness for that. Another prophet. That's Jeremiah 23. Jeremiah 23, 39 and 40. Okay, verse 39 say, therefore, behold, I, even I, will utterly forget you, and I will forsake you in the city that I gave you and your fathers, and cast you out of my presence. Verse 40, and I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you.
What kind of a what?
An everlasting reproach upon you.
He said he's going to do that. He's going to bring that.
And the perpetual shame, which shall not be forgotten. So the Most High said he's going to bring a everlasting reproach upon you. And you telling me you're a bondman and you're going to take the reproach off of women?
Just because they're in your bed?
Are you for real? When the Most High say he's the one that's going to bring an everlasting reproach, and you telling me a bondman in captivity is going to take reproach off 7 women. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all brothers, y'all need to understand what's written and just stop following people. I'm telling you. You can't take reproach. The Most High put this on us. He going to take all the stuff he put on us. He going to take it off of us.
That's right.
You can't take it off of us.
No, because you're corruptible seed.
Right.
We're going to deal with incorruptible seed.
Right.
We still going to deal with which man is going to be able to do this.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to need incorruptible seed to get this done.
Right.
Not corruptible seed.
Nope. Because he didn't ordain none of y'all to do this.
No, he didn't.
So you can't say, I'm the man that's... He didn't ordain you to do it. And
No,
if you
he
say
did not.
he did, you're a liar. And watch this. We're going to watch this. This is about taking away reproach.
That's right.
Joshua 5:9. And let's see where this came from. Joshua 5:9. It say, and the Lord said unto Joshua...
What did he say?
Now guess who said it? It said the Lord said it to Joshua. Did the Lord say it to any of y'all? No, he didn't. The Lord said it to Joshua.
That's right.
This day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you.
See that? Look at that.
The Most High did that.
Did you hear
none
that?
of you did that.
I think they didn't hear it. Let's wake up a sleeping ear.
Right. Joshua 5:9. And the Lord said unto Joshua, not unto you bondmen in captivity today.
What did he tell Joshua?
This day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you.
See that?
Wherefore the name of the place is called Gilgal unto this day. Come on, man. Y'all don't go into this about the reproach. Y'all just see 7 women, 1 man, and then y'all go crazy.
Perverts.
That's right. That's what y'all are. Man.
Carnal,
y'all minds is carnal.
Perverted.
Sick.
We can't even speak unto you guys as unto spiritual because you're too carnal.
Too carnal. You can't even understand the spiritual things, man.
Can't even receive it.
And we're going to go to Isaiah 54, 4-8. It says, fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed.
That's right.
Neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame.
That's right.
For thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shall not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore.
Reproach of what?
Thy widowhood anymore.
That's when the Most High wasn't playing with us.
Right.
And we're not going to remember the reproach of our widowhood anymore.
And let's see something. Verse 5. It says, for thy maker is thine husband.
That's right. Wait. Any man that could just say, hey, I'm looking for 7 women. Come on, I already got 2 of them already. Can I get some more?
For thy maker is thine husband.
Our maker is our husband.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
That's his name. See, remember we asked, what was his name? What's his name?
What's his name? The Lord of hosts is
the
his
Lord
name.
of armies.
My bad. The brother from down the street, that's his name. Or the brother from over there, that's his name. The Lord of hosts is his name.
His name. That's the name. What verse is that?
That's Isaiah 54, 5.
Isaiah 54, 5. The Lord of hosts is his name.
And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
That's right.
The God of the whole earth shall he be called.
Shall he be called the God of all the whole earth. Because he has it in his hand.
Yeah. Verse 6. It says, for the Lord have called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit.
How did he call us?
As a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit.
That's how he called us.
And a wife of youth, when thou wast refused, saith thy God.
That's right.
So that's how he talked to us, man. Verse 7, for a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
Great mercies. Sure mercies of David.
And verse 8 says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee.
He said he gonna gather us. You see that?
Right.
He's gonna gather us. Not just some man in his bed chamber.
Right.
We're dealing with the bride and the bridegroom, his chamber.
Right.
Not your bed chamber.
Oh, I know I'm an Israelite. Okay, women, y'all better hearken to me now. I know I'm married. I don't want all these wives. But Isaiah 4 says some women gonna be clinging to me, even though I'm a bondman. And
corruptible seed.
The Most High didn't ordain me to do nothing. I'm still gonna tell you, you gotta come to me, and I take away your reproach.
And I'm gonna teach you this carnal precept of a man,
right?
And command you to come over here to a bed chamber of a bondman.
Right.
That can't set no captives free.
Can't set no captives free.
Did not even lead captivity captive.
Nope.
Like it said in Psalm 68.
Right. Verse 7 say, for a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
That's right.
Verse 8, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness.
Yes.
See, the Most High got an everlasting kindness, so that's why we ain't tripping off what nobody talking about.
Nah.
Will I have mercy on thee?
He's gonna have mercy.
He's gonna have mercy on us.
That's right.
Saith the Lord, thy Redeemer.
That's right. The Redeemer. Holy One of Israel.
Yeah.
So, this is all leading up to what the prophets were seeing in their vision. You got to realize this is the Lord showing his righteousness, revealing his secret to his servants, the prophets.
Yep.
That's what he's doing to them. And when you're carnal, you can't see this.
No,
these are the visions that came from heaven.
Right.
And Isaiah is not looking at a man saying, hey, I want 7 women.
Right.
Give me my 7 women.
Right. And they still want to probably still teach you. They don't even mind. They still going to say, nope, that's what we're talking about. So we went over about reproach and taking away reproach. And who could do that? We went over that. Now we're going to go to Isaiah 4:2. It says, and I got to say this real quick. It's crazy how a lot of brothers, and I'm just speaking, when I say a lot of brothers, I'm talking to brothers I know and talk to, they always say, the Most High, Mashiach, man and woman. And you women, you better follow your man. But you niggas ain't following your head, which is Mashiach. That's what get me about you niggas. I'm telling you, brothers, love y'all brothers, but y'all not following your head. If you're not following your head, you can't try to tell your wife to follow you because you out of order. Get yourself back in order and follow your head, and then you can lead your household. That's the order. And I follow my head. That's why no brother can't ever deceive me. My head is my shot. And I'm going to follow what he say and he do and what he was teaching. Mm-hmm. And y'all can't fool me and try to say, oh, what about Moses? That's what the Pharisees and Sadducees and the wicked rulers in Israel was trying to do my shot. And y'all brothers do this. Y'all be trying to do the same thing. You can't fool me. Mm-hmm. My head is my shot. That's what I follow. Mm-hmm. I don't follow no man. I just don't. I don't care about following a multitude of people. I don't.
That's right. And his rod and his staff comforts us. Right. Because the Lord is our shepherd.
Yeah.
We shall not want. He leads us. He
guides us. And it's crazy. That's what I'm going to say. Just like in 2 Ezra 13, it's talking about Christ, Mashiach. Mm-hmm. Nobody don't say him in there. Mm-mm. Isaiah 4 is talking about Mashiach, and y'all don't even bring him up.
Don't bring him up.
That show you that's not your head.
I know.
Because if this was your head in Isaiah 4, you'll say, man, it's talking about Mashiach.
Yeah.
But you made it about yourself.
That's crazy.
That show you how wicked you are, mm-hmm. and that show you that you don't follow your head, which is Mashiach.
That's right.
Get back in order.
And he said if he be lifted up, he'll draw all men.
Right.
Since you want to beat your chest and say his flock are men, lift up Mashiach.
Lift him up.
He's going to draw all men.
That's right.
Not your bed chamber.
Nah.
Not your raggedy bed chamber.
It ain't happening. No. And what John say? He said, I must decrease.
That's right.
And Mashiach must increase. But you niggas don't want to do that. You want to try to make a name for yourself and act like I'm the man and all. Man, I'm telling you, y'all niggas need to check your spirit for real.
I know. I'm telling you, because that's a blasphemous doctrine.
Yeah, it is.
To promote corruptible seed and not incorruptible seed, the Son of God.
Right.
The Word made flesh.
Right. And we know where these teachers came from, so y'all can't fool us. The same people y'all say y'all don't follow because they wicked, y'all believe the lies that they teach.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you this. The same people you say is wicked and you go against, you believe in certain lies that they teach.
Yep. The precepts of men.
Yes, indeed.
It's not of God, it's of men.
This is men.
And that's why you guys don't have the understanding.
Right. Now we'll go to Isaiah 4 and 2. All right. It says, in that day should the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. Now I got a scripture for that. I'm going to Isaiah 10 and 20. Because see, y'all ain't even talking about the branch. Now who's the branch? Because y'all made it about yourselves. Who's the branch? We know who the branch is. I'm going to Isaiah 10 and 20. Isaiah verse 10. 20 says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel in truth. And we know the Holy One of Israel in truth, that's talking about who? The branch. And it's talking about what? Mashiach. Because that's the Most High Son. So, y'all don't even talk about him in this chapter at all. Y'all don't even talk about the Most High Son and the deliverance and how the Most High is going to take away the reproach and send his Son to do it because he ordained our people to do it. Just like Joshua, he ordained him to do it. You never was ordained to do it. You just wasn't. So from there, we're going to go to, let's see what we're going to now. We'll go to Zachariah. Go to Zachariah. This is all about the branch right here. It's still going towards the branch. Wife had to step off to get our daughter real quick. Zachariah 6, 12 and 13. It says, speak unto him, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, behold, the man whose name is the branch, and he should grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. Verse 13, even he shall build the temple of the Lord, and he shall bear the glory, and shall sit and rule upon his throne. And he shall be a priest upon his throne, and the counsel of peace shall be between them both. So y'all don't even talk about the branch in Isaiah. Who's Mashiach? Y'all just skip past him and make it about your own self, man. So we reading about what's happening here. And I'm going to go to Jeremiah 23. My wife should be back. She got to handle our daughter woke up, but I'm still tough. Jeremiah 23, 5 through 6. Verse 5 says, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, not a corruptible branch, a righteous branch. And a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. Verse 6. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely, and this is the name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness. Nobody don't talk about Mashiach, man, because that's not your head. So when you see certain scriptures, you pass by what is written about him and you make it about yourself. Just like in Isaiah 4:1, which I do, he's right there and you still skip past him, don't even talk about him. You just talking about, I'm going to be a man and 7 women going to cling to me. It don't even say that. And off the break, we showed you translations that said that. The translations that said it, nope, the Bible don't say that. So I guess y'all got that from the heathens and their translations, and brothers got that from the heathens and their translation taught it, and y'all listen to what they said and say, oh, that sounds good. And y'all teaching it too. That's what it sounds like to me. Because I don't know where you got that from. But we here to show y'all that's not what it's talking about. Let's see. And we go to verse 4. And hold on one second. Let me get my wife. She wanted to talk about this. We're gonna bring this out. Ain't nothing gonna stop us. What's going on? Alright. Hey, you want to sit over here?
Alright, you wanna put her? I tried to get the table on. Put the TV on.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. So yeah, that's a good thing to gather ourselves together. O nation not desired. Before, the decree break forth. Because the Lord has always been our righteousness. And it's a good thing to when we do lack understanding, lack wisdom. If any man lack wisdom, let him ask of the Father. And we got to get the answers that come from on high so that we can understand what's being written in his word. And the word of truth is good. And I'm just glad that we get this opportunity this day to actually open up our Father's word so that we can get an understanding and break away from those lies that tried to come into our ears and have this lie be seared in our foreheads. So we have to open up the ear to receive the truth on what's going on in Isaiah 4. And it's just crazy that people don't want to acknowledge the Lord as our righteousness and the reproach aspect of it. And this is a good thing to bring this out. I've been wanting to come together with the saints of the Most High to actually say, hey, let's look at this again. Let's take a second look at this again. Let's see what this is really saying, we just got to look at this. We got to look at this with a spiritual eye now,
right.
With a spiritual ear.
That's right.
To understand, instead of just running with something and not even seeking it out to say, let's look at this again. Let's put this on a spiritual table. Because our God's table is not contemptible. No, we don't want to snuff at his meat, at his word, at his bread. And listen to see what's Isaiah really being shown in the spirit. What's being written down for us to teach our children? Right. Is it that we're going to give our daughters over to one man and say, hey, reproach? Or is it the salvation of his people. Cleaning us up.
Mm-hmm.
What is this reproach aspect? We gotta look at this.
Well, you got to.
Where we at?
I'm at Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where I stop at? Upon them. Oh, I stop at the branch.
All right. Perfect.
I stop at the branch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to let's go to Zachariah. Let me see real quick. Yeah, we gonna this gonna get brought out. Let's see if I went there already. I know I'm going to. Yeah, we gotta get the Most High truth out, man. Stop letting people just say whatever they want to say, and nobody ain't trying to, ask some questions about what's really talking about.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to let's see, I said 4:2. That's what Isaiah 10:20 already. Let's see. Make sure I skip that. Alright, I'm gonna we at Isaiah 4:2. I don't know if I went there. I think I did go there already. But I'm gonna do it again because my wife wasn't here. So in that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel.
That's right.
And I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 10:20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel in truth.
Mm-hmm.
So all these lies ain't going out no more. We're gonna stay upon the Holy One of Israel in truth.
That's right. That escape, that Exodus, that second Exodus. Mm-hmm. That's what that escape is. Instead of in the house of bondmen and bondwomen, like we was in Egypt. This time around, we have an escape. And who is that escape?
Mm-hmm.
A man getting 7 women?
Right. Nah, that ain't it. We're going to Zachariah 6:12-13. Verse 12 says, and speaking to him, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts.
That's right.
Saying, behold, the man whose name is the branch.
That's right.
And he should grow up out of his place, and
yes.
he shall build the temple of the Lord.
That's right.
Verse 13, even he shall build the temple of the Lord, and he shall bear the glory.
That's right.
And shall sit and rule upon his throne.
Yes.
And he shall be a priest upon his throne.
That's right.
And the counsel of peace shall be between them both.
That's right.
Not you bondmen. So how come y'all don't talk about the branch? Y'all just talk about, that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to come on now.
Yeah. And go study Matthew 24, and it'll tell you about the temple. Because their whole thing was the physical aspect of it, the showing of the temples made with hands.
Right.
When we're the temple.
Mm-hmm.
We're the house.
Yeah, that's who it is.
And the branch. Who's the branch? Who's that man?
Yeah. You
got to realize he hid this from the wise and prudent and revealed this unto babes.
Yeah, he did.
When it's talking about 7 women, 1 man, a branch, an escape. Who is this?
Right.
Who is Isaiah seeing in his vision of prophecy?
Right.
Because this is a future prophecy.
Mm-hmm. Just like Ezra, who's he seeing?
Yeah, who was he seeing?
He was saying Mashak too. Not no heathens who people teach that lie, but that's something different. But we go to Jeremiah. I went this before. I'm gonna do it again. Like I said, my wife back. Jeremiah 23:5-6. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
He gonna raise unto who?
David, a righteous branch.
A righteous branch.
And a king shall reign and prosper.
That's right.
And shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
That's right.
6, in his days Judah shall be saved.
That's right.
And Israel shall dwell safely.
That's right.
And this is his name whereby he should be called.
What?
The Lord our righteousness.
No, a bond man who gets 7 women.
The Lord our righteousness.
The Lord our righteousness.
Not a bond man who told me he gonna get 7 women. Nah.
A corruptible man.
Corruptible
that sees
man.
corruption.
Right.
We're dealing with the Holy One who's not going to see corruption.
Right. So we show all through the scriptures that it's not talking about a bondman in captivity. It's talking about who the Most High appointed.
Yes.
And he is the one that put the reproach on us. He gonna take it off of us, and how he gonna take it off of us? It was an example, like I said in Joshua, and it's an example here, Mashiach, his son. And we're gonna go to we'll finish this out. We're gonna go to Isaiah 4 and 3. It says, "And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion, and he that remaineth in Jerusalem, shall be called holy, even everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem."
That's right.
And for some reason, it's talking about Jerusalem, and it's talking about Zion, but you brothers in America saying this is talking about me. I'm in America, and I'm gonna have some women. And you don't care nothing about what happened in Zion, Jerusalem. You forget about everything our forefathers and ancestors went through. You make it about yourself. Selfish, wicked brothers. Seriously. Making everything about yourself, man. Making everything about yourself. It's not about you.
And that's what happens when you don't highly extol the head of man, which is Mashiach.
Which is Mashiach.
When you don't highly esteem the head of man, the Messiah, the Christ, then look what happens.
Right.
You get puffed up in knowledge, and then you get beside yourself.
Yeah, you do.
And then he blinds you, and now you're in strong delusion.
Right. Oh, I didn't even see the comments. The brother, my brother Trey, Taz.com said, "Shalom, bro. Shalom, brother." My brother Gary said, "I see you still strong, bro." Hey, number love, brother Gary. You know how I do. Brother Trey Khan said, "Mashiach was humble." Yeah, he was humble. Quinal said, "Most High blessed, family. Most High blessed, brother." Quinal said, "No, 7 women, LO." Yeah, nah. They ain't get no 7 women, brother. They playing games. And they not even going through the scriptures to show what it's talking about. My bad, y'all. I didn't even see all them comments, but yeah, these brothers playing games. And we're gonna go to from there we're gonna go to Isaiah 4:4. It says, "When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the doors of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning."
And see, their mind is not on getting the kingdom.
Nah, it ain't.
Their mind is on getting booty calls.
Right.
That's why they saying they're going to get 7 women.
Right.
They're not talking about going into the kingdom.
Nah, they ain't.
Seeking the kingdom in its righteousness.
They ain't talking about that.
Their mind is on 7 women.
Right.
That's why the Most High didn't appoint these men to go out there and teach His word. They desire to be teachers of His word, not knowing what they say, nor what they affirm. They don't know what they're coming to.
They don't know what they're coming to.
That's why they're going around saying they get 7 women.
Right.
And they got 7 silly women saying, pick me, pick me. Can I be one of the 7?
Right.
Can I be blessed to be one of the 7?
Right. Can I follow you, bond man?
Can I follow you?
You take away my reproach?
Can you?
Take away my reproach, please. And then you got a silly woman who's married to him. Okay, that's what the scriptures say. I have to be humble and you take 7 women. Man, stop, man.
Man, sit down and go learn the scriptures.
Sit down and go learn the scriptures, man. That's what you need to do. Sit down, learn what's written.
And be taught.
Instead
of, what does it say in Hebrews? Can we get that in Hebrews 5? Where it says that they need to, now strong meat. You need to sit down with the strong meat. You need to be taught again. We gotta see what's going on with you in Hebrews 5.
Hebrews 5.
Since you're going around there, especially the ones who's saying you're gonna get 7 women, and 7 women out there saying, I want to be a part of the 7.
Right.
Don't even know what you're talking about.
And let me say this too. Anybody who's putting their videos out on any social media, or anybody that's trying to tell people that they teach it wrong, you are a teacher. You a teacher. Don't try to be slick and say, I'm not a teacher. You a teacher. When you trying to tell somebody they wrong for teaching, you a teacher. Now let's see what Hebrews 5 and let's see verse 12.
Yes.
It says, for the time ye ought to be teachers.
Yes.
Ye have need that one teach you again.
That's right.
Which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
That's right. Milk and not strong meat. You're not getting 7 women.
Nah, you ain't. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness.
That's right.
And that's why you talk like that.
Because you're unskillful in the word.
Right.
I get 7 women. No, you don't. Unskillful in the word of righteousness.
For he is a babe.
You're a babe.
You're not wrong being a babe, but you need to get taught again.
When it comes to the truth and you speaking and understanding, be ye men. You didn't get all your understanding.
14. But strong meat belongeth to them that are full of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
To discern good and evil.
And how come you can't discern what's good and evil?
I know. 7 women, come on now.
Right.
Coming to you.
Coming to
and
you?
You saying that the prophet Isaiah was telling you that? You know you're going to get you some 7 women now.
He ain't tell you that.
He didn't tell you that. You just don't know how to receive and compare spiritual with spiritual.
Right. Now Isaiah, we're going to go back to Isaiah 4 and 4. It says, when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the doors of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. So you can't purge the sins or the filth of the doors of Zion. It says right here in verse 4, it says the Lord going to do that.
Yes.
So how you going to say in verse 1, you're going to take away reproach? When right here in verse 4, it says, when the Lord should have washed away the filth.
Yes, the Lord does.
Of the doors of Zion. He going to do that, not you.
It's His blood that cleanses us.
Right, so
it's the blood of the Lamb.
You don't read because right here in verse 4 it tells you who's going to do this. But you saying you're going to do it. And we're going to go to Matthew 3:11 real quick for that.
Oh, yes.
We're going to uplift the Most High and His Son.
That's right.
We ain't uplifting no bond man. We ain't doing that.
That's right.
Matthew 3:11 say, I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire.
That's right.
What we just read about in Isaiah 4. And 4.
And Philippians 2 and 9, because they don't know. They forgot the name.
Right. Verse 5, and the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion and upon her assemblies a cloud and smoke by day and the shining of flaming fire by night. For upon all the glory shall be a defense.
Yes.
So it's going to be a defense in that day.
That's right.
It ain't going to be no more, nobody coming in. And we're going to get that right here. Isaiah 33.
That's right.
Isaiah 33 and 20 and 21. It's going to be a defense. And none of you bombing, you ain't going to be a defense.
Nah. So
stop playing. And you don't even read past the first verse. Isaiah, what was that? 33, 20, and 21. Verse 20 say, look upon Zion.
Look upon who?
Zion.
That's right.
The city of our solemnities. Thine eyes shall see Jerusalem a quiet habitation.
No, you're going to see a bondman with 7 silly women.
No, it says thine eyes shall see Jerusalem. Not 7 bondmen with, not a bondman with 7 silly women. No. It says the city of our solemnities, thine eyes shall see Jerusalem, a quiet habitation.
That's right.
A tabernacle that shall not be taken down. Not one of the stakes thereof shall ever be removed.
That's right.
Neither shall any of the cords thereof be broken. Verse 21. But there the glorious Lord will be unto us a place of broad rivers and streams, where shall go no galley with oars, neither shall gallant ships pass thereby.
That's right. No piracy coming in.
It ain't happening no more.
The thief and the robber.
Nope.
Nope.
No more of that. And
we're more than conquerors.
Yeah.
We're the children of the light.
That's right. So that's the conclusion. The man was talking about Mashiach, not a bond man, and
are you going somewhere else?
Yeah, I got one last thing.
And I want you to read that, if you don't mind, Philippians.
Oh no, I read that. Then I close it up.
Thank you, because that name, I guess they don't realize that there's a name above every name.
Right. Yeah,
Since they forgot who that man is, we're gonna have to awaken them to righteousness.
Yeah, they forgot because that's not their head.
I know.
They want to keep talking about rule over women and I'm the man, but your head is not Mashiach because you ain't follow nothing he say. That's why I don't take y'all. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I can't follow nobody like that.
And you already covered that part where it said about which man has power to forgive sins. You already went into that?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even get that.
Yeah, let's get that, because that, and then we can do one.
Oh, did I do that?
Because that's the part that they were questioning that. Who on this earth has power to take away sins? Or
yeah, let me see if I did it. If I did it, I don't know, but I'm going to do it again, just because you said that. You don't need mine. We're going to go over there again. Right. We're going to go to Luke. We're going to go to Luke 5, because everything I messed up.
It's all good.
The children camp. It's all good. It's all good. We'll say it again in case y'all missed it. Luke 5, 20 through 24.
Yes, this is dealing with the reproach of Isaiah 4.
Yep.
And 1.
It says, and when he saw their faith, he said unto him, man, thy sins are forgiven thee.
He said, your what?
Sins are forgiven
Your
thee.
sins are forgiving you.
21. And the scribes and the Pharisees began to reason, saying, who is this which speaketh blasphemies?
Yeah, who is this trying to come and mess up our seven silly women doctrine?
Right. Who can forgive sins but God alone? But they ain't saying that though. 22. But when Yahushua perceived their thoughts, he answering said unto them, what reason ye in your hearts? 23. Whether it's easier to say, thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, rise up and walk. 24. But that ye may know that the Son of Man hath power upon earth to forgive sins.
He has what?
Power.
Who got power?
The Most High Son
and
has
what did
power.
He say? He said that you gonna know. What did he say we gonna know?
But that ye may know that the Son of Man hath power upon earth to forgive sins.
The Son of Man has power.
You bondmen don't have that power.
To forgive sins.
He said unto the sick of the palsy, I say unto thee, arise and take up thy couch and go into thine house. And immediately he rose up before them and took up that wherein he lay and departed to his own house. And guess what he did? He glorified the Most High.
That's who he glorified.
He glorified the Most High. And verse 26, they were all amazed and they glorified the Most High.
That's right, them too.
And were filled with fear, saying, we have seen strange things today.
Yeah, we saw some strange things today.
So they glorified the Most High. There ain't no glory in some one bondman talking about he gonna take reproach away from 7 women. Y'all niggas are crazy.
Your name ain't above all names.
Your name's not above all names.
Philippians 2 and 9 is gonna show you.
Alright, I got one more. I'm glad you said that. John, I'm gonna read it again. If I read it, I'm gonna read it again. John 6:35. We'll read it over and over and over again until you get it.
Yeah. It's
you
not
read it already.
Previous, I know.
Well, read it.
Say the same things over and over.
Right. If it's written, what's wrong with you hearing the word?
Yeah.
John 6:35. Read that again. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life.
Who is he?
I am the bread of life.
That's right.
He that cometh to me shall never hunger.
No, just go to any man.
He that cometh to me shall never hunger.
That's right.
But she said, the bread and I can provide. He that comes to me shall never hunger.
Apparel, bread.
Right.
I wear my own.
Right. And Yahushua said to them, I am the bread of life.
He's the bread of life. He
that comes to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst.
That's right.
36. But I say unto you that ye also have seen me and believe not.
That's right.
37. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out.
Now, did you hear what he said? He said, you've seen it, but you don't believe it.
Right.
Just like Isaiah 4. You see the man that's there, but you boot him out and make it about yourself.
Right.
You seen and don't believe. He's going to tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
What he's telling these people right here, in this day when he was making in his flesh, the days of his flesh, the same thing. He's going to tell you the same thing. Why did you go to Isaiah 4 and make it about yourself?
Right. You made it about yourself.
You seen, I'm there, the man, the branch.
And then he believed.
That takes away the reproach.
Right. You seen and ain't believe.
And don't believe it. That's him.
Right.
Talking to you.
Right. Verse 51. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever.
That's right.
And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world.
That's right.
So what you say you wanted to go to?
Philippians 2 and 9, because, some people are having, forgetfulness. They're not meditating on their head.
Nah.
The head of the body, the head of man. They're not thinking on
because
that. So let's see the name.
Right. You got brothers that think they know some scriptures and now they puffed up, saying I'm man, you woman, and all this wild stuff. I'm not proud like that because this is the Most High word. It's not my word. It's not. Now if it was something different, we'd talk about this is the Most High word. So I gotta hearken to what my head say and what's written, not what no niggas think you tough and saying I ain't hollering on that wild stuff.
We gotta humble down to the word.
Right.
Made flesh.
So I know
our understanding, because the Spirit is powerful.
Right.
And let's see what the Spirit, our Heavenly Father, did with this name.
All right, Philippians
2 and 9.
All right. I always get Philippians. All right, Philippians 2 and 9. Verse 9 says, wherefore the Most High have, hold on, let me read again. Wherefore God also have highly exalted him.
Yes.
And given him a name which is above every name.
That's right. That's what he did. He has that name above
every name.
Every name. So when we go back to Isaiah 4 and 1, let's see about that man.
Right. Okay, the brother Khan said some of these dudes' priorities effed up. Yeah, they are, brother. They are messed up. When I said sit all the way down, yeah. I'm telling you, man, they not following their head, man. Their priorities is messed up, and they just following what men say. And we're gonna end it with this right here, Zephaniah 3. Zephaniah 3. Because this one thing I had to learn myself, man, is this the Most High word. I can't act on how I feel about it. It's His word. So when His word say go, I can't try to make it fit what I feel like. It's His word. So I got to stick what He said. And if somebody says something different, I can't follow it.
I know.
And we all supposed to be like that.
He says, believe on me as the scripture has said.
Right.
And out of your belly shall proceed living waters.
That's all.
And it's written. And he also
it's
said
written.
it's written.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go back and see what's written, but you have to be in the spirit, like John was. You have to be in the spirit in the Lord's day, because this is His day that He made, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it, because He's our righteousness, and our joy, and our strength.
Mm-hmm.
We got to put our all in all and serving the Most High and coming back to Him.
Yep.
Instead of making up silly doctrines.
Right. Try to fish
silly
on.
Rabbits. Tricks are for kids.
Right.
Goats. And you don't want to be called a goat. You want to be a sheep.
Yes,
He's going to divide the sheep from the goat.
Yeah, He is. And it was Zephaniah 3, 11, and 20. And remember, reproach is going to the word. It says shame, infamy, disgrace. And the synonyms for sin is shame, blemish, and spot. So we're going to end it with Zephaniah 3, 11 through 20. Verse 11 say, in that day shall thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, when thou hast transgressed against me. So we transgress against the Most High. So He going to be the one to take our reproach away. We didn't transgress against the bondman who's saying He going to take reproach away. Let's just make that clear. It says, for then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12, I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord.
That's right.
We're going to trust in the name of the Lord, not in the name of a bondman who think he got something going on because he's delusional. 13, the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity.
That's right.
Nor speak lies.
Nor speak lies.
Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth.
That's right.
For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid.
None.
And only the Most High gonna make this happen. 14, sing, O daughter of Zion.
That's right.
Shout, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. 15, the Lord
That's right.
have taken away thy judgments.
Yes, He has.
He have cast out thine enemy.
Yes, He has.
The King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee.
Yes, He
Thou
is.
shalt not see evil anymore.
That's right.
He's doing all this.
Who's in the midst of us?
The Most High is in the midst of
The
us.
King. Which King? The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords.
So that's who's in the midst. Not you bondmen. You ain't taking away none of this stuff.
I just want to hear, are we done with that part right there? Or, because I wanted to do that 4 and 1 again so I can recap on that man.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this out.
Okay.
It says 16, in that day it shall be said to Jerusalem,
What's going to be said?
fear thou not,
That's right.
and to Zion, let not thine hands be slack.
That's right.
17, the Lord thy God in the midst of thee is mighty.
Yes, He is.
He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy.
Yes.
He will rest in his love.
He's the Savior. He gonna rest in his love.
He will joy over thee with singing.
Yes, he is.
18. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden.
That's right. The reproach of captivity.
It was a burden.
Being ruled over by our oppressors.
Right.
Being taken captive.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's flipping it back.
Right.
And now we gonna take captives, whose captives we were,
Yes,
and
indeed.
rule over our oppressors.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
And it was a burden to us.
Yeah.
And he knew that. So he stood in the gap.
Right.
This has nothing to do with a man saying he wants 7 women.
Right. Nothing.
And he gonna take away her reproach.
Right. That sounds crazy.
Because
man.
of a war that you said happened how many years ago?
Right. That was in Isaiah's time, and you trying to say it's gonna fit your time? Yeah. Verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee.
That's right. Undo it.
And I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out.
This is how he's doing it.
And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
So instead of reproach, what is he going to give us?
He said, and I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
Where they have been put to shame. You hear that, women? You silly women that believe that lying doctrine that you're going to be one of the 7.
Right.
This is how it's outlined in Zephaniah 3.
Yes, indeed.
On how it's going to go down. It's the
Right.
same thing said in Isaiah 4.
Mm-hmm.
You silly women, laden with iniquity.
Laden with iniquity.
Ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth.
Right. Verse 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name.
Yes.
He gonna make you a name.
He's gonna make you a name.
Remember say, Bondman say you're gonna be called by his name? No. He said, I will make you a name.
He's gonna make you a name.
And a praise.
That's right.
Among all people of the earth.
That's right.
Which bondman gonna do that?
That's right. None.
None. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith who? The Lord.
The Lord.
Not the bondman.
The Lord.
The Lord. Now, what you want to go back to before we close this out?
That Isaiah 4, that was beautiful.
All right.
That was beautiful.
Isaiah 4 what?
And 1. So
Okay.
we got to show you to couple Zephaniah with that Isaiah for you silly women, laden with iniquity, ever learning, and don't know the truth. Listen to the truth.
Now, we're going to bring this out again. Isaiah 4 1. And in that day,
that's right,
7 women shall take hold of one man.
Who's the one man?
Who's that one man?
Woman.
You
What's
silly women and you bondmen, who's this one man? It says one man. It didn't say thousands of Israelite men. It says one man.
And it's expedient that one man died for the nation of Israel.
Right.
And not only the nation that was in Jerusalem, but the children of the Most High that are scattered abroad, like all of us now are.
That's right.
Abroad.
Right.
Greetings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad.
Right. Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Yeah, so you're gonna take on the last name of corruptible seed.
Right.
Or you're gonna take on the last Adam that's incorruptible seed.
Right.
Which one?
Which one?
It's gonna take away the reproach.
Right. So y'all need to stop playing games and understand Isaiah 4:1 is not talking about you bombing into captivity.
Quit flattering yourself.
Right. Isaiah 4, his vision seen my shot. He didn't see you bombing into captivity.
No, he didn't.
So that's why I want to bring this out to show what it's talking about. And you silly women need to stop following anybody. Read for yourself, because Most High pour the Spirit out on his sons and daughters. So y'all got to study and show yourself approved. And hopefully y'all got some understanding, and y'all go back and reread and get retaught by the Most High and his Spirit that be poured on you. And stop teaching lies and repeating lies that man say, and get some real true understanding. Men, your head is Mashiach. Report back to your head and stop being deceived and men worshiping, men pleasing. And sisters, read for yourself and get in line. If you got a righteous husband, you follow him. But make sure his head is Mashiach. If his head ain't Mashiach, watch out. I'm telling you straight up, because that means he's not in order. And you got something to say before I close it out?
That's Zephaniah 3. Can you tell them what to go back so so they can understand the steps of how the reproach will be taken away? What was that? So they can go study that. Zephaniah 3. And what was that? Just
Zephaniah 3, 11 through 20.
Go through 11 through 20, and you'll see how the Lord is going to take away that reproach.
Right.
When you're reading Isaiah 4.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with one man saying that you're going to run to him.
Right.
And then he's going to take away your reproach because you're not married. Oh, you can be married now. Who wants a husband? Oh, I do.
Yeah, that's crazy talk.
No. Even Hosea tells you that.
Right.
Go study the 2nd chapter of Hosea, where it talks about Ishi. And that day, you will no longer call him Baali, my idol. You'll call him Ishi, my Lord.
Right.
That's going to be your husband. Your husband. It's going to be your husband. So all the prophets are saying the same thing. So when you get to Isaiah, all of a sudden you're making up a doctrine.
Right, it's switched up all of a sudden. So.
But where's the other prophecy showing that 7 women are going to go to one man? Show me.
Right, yeah. Show us the prophecy was talking about 7 women who's going to go to just any random Israelite man. Where's that prophecy at? There got to be another witness to that. Yeah. So show it.
But you'll see all the prophets bear witness to that one man, the Son of Man, the only begotten. And taking the reproach.
Taking the reproach.
And those women are the daughters of Zion flowing back to their husband.
Right.
Why? Because you're presented a chaste virgin.
Mm-hmm.
To one
spouse
husband,
to one husband.
man.
So hopefully y'all brothers and sisters got some understanding. You know, we know people still gonna do what they do, teach what they teach. It don't matter. Mm-hmm. But the truth is the truth. Let the Most High be true, every man a liar. Number love to y'all brothers and sisters out there, man. Until next time.
Love you much.
Number love. All right.